Hey, what's up guys, Mel24 here with another video for you guys. This is going to be my top 20 EPs of 2013. This is going to be from numbers 20 to 11. Now, at number 20, we have Plenty with Other Things. Now, Plenty is a solo project by of course, Plenty, and he was actually in a project, a two-man project with Hawking, that's the project name, and they released one EP, and even though it's the length of a full length, it's still technically called an EP. And they decided to go on a hiatus, and he decided to venture off into solo projects, and that's what he did. And Plenty, and this is actually his debut EP, a very great debut. Even though this is my least favorite release by Plenty, it is still a very great one at that. There are a lot of great moments on this. The way the guitar tone sounds, the way like he blends a lot of the elements of like progressive rock, progressive metal. There's a little bit of acoustics there, and it is just a very great combination of things, and it really pulls out. He really pulls it off, honestly. So at number 20, Plenty with Other Things. At number 19, we have Uneven Structure with 8. Now, Uneven Structure, this is actually a re-recording of their EP under the same name. They actually had that was in 2009, that was their debut release, and they actually didn't have a vocalist at that time, so they had like a standard vocalist, and that was actually Daniel of Harta, and he recorded that with them, and didn't really like record anything else with them, and they decided to record it with their current vocalist. I'm not sure what his name is, I kind of forgot, so sorry about that. And with a re-recording, it's either a hit or a miss. It's a very like risky move to do. It's a very risky move to do, and like it's either a hit or a miss. And this is definitely a great re-recording, and just like remastering, and they pull it off perfectly the way his vocal style is, because Daniel and the current vocalist definitely have two different vocal styles, and he pulls it off perfectly. So yeah, at number 19, Uneven Structure with 8. At number 18, we have Sean Hall with Beneath the Solace. Now, Sean Hall, for those people who don't know, he was the original guitarist of Elitist back when they had two guitarists. Now they have one. He was on the releases Caves and Earth, and those two albums, in my opinion, those are the best releases by Elitist. And when he left, he decided to like venture off into solo projects. And with this release, with basically the whole thing of a solo project, in my opinion, with his music, with this EP, you could definitely tell that Sean Hall was like a main contributor in Elitist, and because like it definitely has the same elements that they would have in Caves and Us. They have amazing breakdowns in it. They have great melodies. It's basically like there's only like 2 tracks that have vocals on it, so it's basically like an instrumental version of Caves and Earth, like with the same like ideas and shit. No, not same ideas, but like with the same like kind of style with it, and definitely pulls it off perfectly. At number 18, Sean Hall with Beneath the Solace. At number 17, we have Ours with Peninsula. I definitely butchered that name. I don't give a fuck. And Ours, they're another not too popular band, and they're like really like they have great grooves to them. They don't do any clean vocals, and the vocals definitely sound like entities. Like the first time I heard them, I was like, is this the vocalist of Entities? Like, is he in another band? And it turns out that it's 2 different vocalists, and I was like really fucking surprised, because I was like they sound so alike, and this EP is just very great. It leaves you wanting more, because like it's kind of short. So I would like to see what they would do like when they do like full lengths and stuff. I would like to see them what they do in the future. So yeah, at number 17, Ours with Peninsula. At number 16, we have Pliny with Sweet Nothings. Now, this is Pliny's second release, and in my opinion, Pliny just keeps on getting better and better as the releases goes on, because you can definitely tell that he's maturing, that he's definitely, the way that he writes, he's definitely growing as a songwriter, as a musician. And this is another short EP. This is only like 4 tracks, and it only spans to be about like 15 minutes long. And the first song, Opening, is just like, that's definitely a standout track. Like in my opinion, this is definitely way better than other things. Definitely opens the scope. Definitely adds new kind of sounds, kind of more metal. That's definitely not a bad thing on other things' part, but this is just still a great EP, and it sees Pliny definitely maturing. So at number 16, Pliny with Sweet Nothings. At number 15, we have Stories with Void. Now, Stories, they're an Australian deathcore band. This is no progressive metal at all. It's basically all deathcore, and this is a very great deathcore release. Very sick, very in your face aggressiveness, and and you could when you listen to the EP, you could definitely tell that they have potential as a deathcore band. They could definitely be in the next 2 or 3 years, definitely be really big, probably as big as Zion is Murder, or even bigger, because they're from Australia. Australia is definitely where it's at for metal right now, and it's definitely, this is definitely a great deathcore release, and it's just very great. So at number 15, we have Stories with Void. At number 14, we have Chon with Newborn Sun. Now, Chon is I think they're a 4-piece. I'm not too sure. They're a 4-piece from, well, I'm not sure where they're from, so fuck it. Chon, they're a great instrumental band. They're all instrumental, and they definitely have elements of Animals as Leaders in there. I hate to make that comparison, but they definitely have that kind of style in the way they have the way they put their clean guitars, and they actually just announced a tour today with Animals as Leaders and After the Burial, and I can't wait to see them. And this band definitely has potential to be as big as Animals as Leaders or Scale of Summit, Holder, because those two are the biggest instrumental bands out there right now, and they definitely have potential. They only started a couple years ago, and this is their debut. This is their first offering, so I would like to hear how they will sound in the future. So yeah, at number 14, Chon with Newborn Sun. At number 13, we have Entities with Luminosity Remastered. Now, Entities, they are a progressive metal band. They have definitely groovy elements, fucking amazing solos, great clean guitar to them, great atmospheric shit to them, and they just blend it all into this one clusterfuck of awesomeness. And this is even though because they actually released this album in 2012, but they decided to remaster it, and because the production isn't, it's not the best, but it's still, in my opinion, it's still listenable, you know what I mean? It's not unbearable, holy fuck, the production's so bad it hurts my ears, it's not like that. But this is definitely a great remastering. Just like Under Instruction with 8, remastering is definitely have to be hit or miss, and this is definitely a pull off of remastering. And the production here, I really like the production. It is just a very great EP. At number 13, at number 13, Entities with Luminosity Remastered. At number 12, we had Vilhjarta with Thousands of Evils. Now, Vilhjarta, they are known for coining the term Thal, and they definitely blend elements of ambient, because they definitely sound very ambient, progressive metal. If you would call it gent, that's still an ongoing dispute, and you just put it in a blender, another analogy, and it's just really fucking awesome. I really like it a lot, and actually the guitarist saw my review of Dances of Evils, and I got to meet him at I forgot the tour name. It's with Vale Maya, Structures, North Lane, and Here Comes the Kraken and Bill Hertha. And I got to meet him, and he said thank you for reviewing it, and he saw it. I was just, because that's the first time anybody saw me for my review, and that was just a great moment. Back to the EP, it's just very great. This is definitely a darker release than their previous album, Mastodon, and this is overall a great EP. I wish they could I wish they could have saved this material and probably put it to a full length. I wonder how that would have sounded, because like I was kind of expecting a full length, but we got an EP. Whatever. It's still, at least there's still material from Rohorta. So yeah, number 12 for Rohorta with Dances of Evils. Now the last release on this list, number 11, After the Burial with This Life Is All We Have. This is another re-recording, but it's not like a re-recording of a full album. They took 3 songs from Forging a Future Self, and they took A Steady Decline, Fingers Like Daggers, and Redeeming the Wretched. They put those, they re-recorded it with Anthony, their current vocalist, not with Nick, and because Nick's not in After the Burial anymore, and it's a great re-recording. The production is alright. It could be better. I heard better, but it's still a great EP. And I was really surprised when they re-recorded Redeeming the Wretched, because that's a very not really famous song by them. Because the other 2 songs are like probably one of their biggest songs, and Redeeming the Wretched, that's a very underrated song. So I was just psyched when I heard that they recorded that. So yeah, I'm gonna close off this list. Close off this part of the list. Make sure you guys check out tomorrow's list, 10 to 1 for my top 20 EPs of 2013. Till my next video, keep it metal and stay tuned for more.